Okay, today, day two of methods. We're gonna write another program. Methods are basically a way to organize our program. And as we go through computer science, you're gonna see where if I have these blocks of code, methods written that does a certain thing, I can just go copy and paste it and saves me from doing a lot of work. And some things that are going to be happening, you're going to learn how to sort a bunch of numbers. You're going to be, so there's lots of different blocks of code that we want to have written so we can copy and paste. Another example is if I said math.sqrt, this is actually a block of code that's written. It's called SQRT. It's stored with a group of other programs called math. So once this is written, I wouldn't want to have to write a method to create the square root over and over again. If I figured it out once, I want to be able to use it and move on. So reusability is one thing. Being able to hide code so that somebody else doesn't see it and mess it up. Lots of reasons why we have these methods. And it's going to be huge when we get to chapter 6. So after today, next week, we're going to do chapter 9. We have a test, then we have chapter 6 and 7, and that's it. But today we're going to write a program and we are going to play rock, paper, and scissors. We are not adding lizard and Spock. No, we're not adding that. We're just going to play rock, paper, scissors. And we're going to break this down into steps. And then each one of these steps is going to be a block of code. Okay. So let's see. You're going to play against the computer. And if I said to you, what's the first thing that needs to be done to play rock, paper, and scissors? You need to get the computer's choice. Oh boy. How do I get the computer's choice? How do I ask the
Random
computer?
number.
What's that?
Random number?
Excellent. We're going to use random numbers. And as we're talking about this, what random numbers are we going to use?
I guess we could use 0, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3 or.
Yeah, I like 1, 2, and 3. And in my notes ahead of time, I'm going to say rock is 1, paper is 2, and scissors is 3. Follows the name of the game. So we're going to come in, and this is going to be a block of code. Hey, go tell me what the computer's choice is. Good. Second thing we need to do is ask the user for their choice. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Then I'm going to need to do some sort of compare to find the winner. And then I want to display the results. So all of a sudden, I just broke my big problem down into some smaller problems. This follows a methodology called a hierarchy chart. Take the big problem, break them down into small problems. Take the smaller problems, break them down into smaller and smaller and smaller problems. All right. So I got a pretty good idea. I got some layout. Is this pseudocode? Kinda. Yeah. I know I have 4 major tasks to perform. I have 4 methods that I'm going to work with. All right. So the first method is I need to get the computer's choice. And I'm going to do something along the lines of get com choice. Okay. And will I be sending anything in when I go to get the computer's choice? No, but I do know something's going to come back. So this is going to be one of those value returning methods. And when it comes back, we'll just call it COMCHO. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. COMCHO is going to be a number, one, two, or three. That reminds me, when I go up here to get the computer's choice, I'm going to have something in parentheses plus something. How many numbers are there?
Three,
Three. What's my displacement from zero?
one.
One. Excellent. Parenthesis three, and then that plus one on the outside. On the outside. On the outside. Okay. Let's see. Well, I now need to find out what's the user's choice. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing that looks like so. This is my main. This is my main. And I need to compare. So when I compare these, I need to figure out who the winner is. So I know I'm going to be returning something. I'm just going to call it compare. And I'm going to have two arguments going in, the computer's choice and the user's choice. And I'm going to return something. So if I go in and compare and I want to find out who the winner is, what would you like to return? We could return integers, we could return characters, we
A
could return.
Boolean.
You want to return a boolean? The boolean would
Mm.
represent what?
Well, one state would be the computer one state would be the user one.
What's the third state?
If they tie, I don't know.
Tie.
There is no state.
So yeah, I think boolean goes out. Um, could we return winner and make winner a string? That way we can give it the name user, the name computer, the name tie. So whatever winner comes out to be. And then finally display. I know nothing's being returned there. So I'm going to have display of everything. Here's what the computer chose. Here's what the user chose and the winner. That's my main. That's my main. Now, could I later do something like do while choice equals capital Y and have a another method thrown in here, choice equals run again. Wouldn't that be nice to have tucked away in a method as well? So what I'm going to have you do is a program that's going to play the game. Once you get the game done, then add this run again option in. Because now once I type this up, this is easy to cut and paste. I can do equals y or equals lowercase y. I could do uppercase in here, lots of ways to mess around with that. Again, I need you to have this hands-on playing with methods. Questions?
Oh,
Huh?
oh,